Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Expeditions Viking. We are apparently in Helheimr, and Grimnir has appeared to us once again. And let's go ahead and see where he's going. Don't see anything else that we can do. Can we? Nope. Once again, we've got Canon and D. You make a choice, and then you make another. With your nose up against the strings, you cannot see the pattern in the weave. One day you will take a step back and see what tapestry you have woven. I have not brought you here. Such a thing is not my purview. Your fear has brought you here. Has it? Maybe we can at least find a Sampo. Oh wait, that's the wrong mythos. You will find this place with the ghosts of innocence. That is the price you pay to be remembered. Oh, you will fill this place with the ghosts of innocence. I don't plan to do that. I mean, other than it's not my fault that the camps are occupied and I have no choice but to fight them. I don't have an option to sit down and say, "Howdy, can I share the fire with you tonight? Let's have some drinks. I have mead." Thank you for showing me this. Not sure what those different options are, but you blink once, twice. You're sitting up in your tent, heart beating like the wings of a frightened bird. Sweat drips from your brows under your chest. The bleak landscape from your dream slowly fades from sight, and you finally manage to convince yourself that you're back in your tent. On the other side of the thin canvas, nothing moves except the wind. And apparently the rain. It takes some time before you're able to drift back to sleep. Got a Berserk tonic and Caltrops poison. 11 of my herdmen have become well rested. Your scouts have found something of interest nearby. 12 rations, lost 17 meat. Lost 9 herbs, gained 9 medicine. Alright. It would be back the way that, I don't want to go. Well, let's see. 14 wood. There's an occupied forest campsite. I'll need to remember that one. Well, I'm not exactly making a whole lot of progress. That's the Antonine Wall, I think, isn't it? Alright, that'll be sunset. Oh, apparently it's nighttime right now. Alright, well let's see, we'll hit up a camp around this point. There's an occupied one. I'd rather not do an occupied one right now. That one's occupied. I guess we'll go to this one. You and your herd are making your way through a mountain pass lined with dense foliage. It's a sort of gnarly shrubbery and rugged conifers that's stubborn enough to live in the mountains. A strong feeling of unease creeps up on you. You stop for a moment to scan the path ahead, but nothing but the wind seems to move the foliage. Great. I got, we're tired now. You make it another 10 or so fathoms down the road before warriors explode out of the undergrowth around you, brandishing spears and swords. You find yourself surrounded. Prepare for trouble. Well, great. Wait, are we tired or hungry? I don't know. One of the two. There are 9 of them, and you immediately identify their leader, a short, dark-haired woman with a compact physique and the shadow of a crow painted across her face. She flashes you a bright smile. I'm actually kind of sad that it's nighttime and raining right now, actually. Well, what a surprise. More guests from across the seas. What are you called, friend? Attack! I'm not falling for this! To arms! My name is Almondretta. What's your name? She performs an elegant bow, without ever letting her guard down. I am not entirely sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. Grine? Grine? I'll go with that for now. And where do you think you're going, then? We're heading north towards Perth to meet with the King of the Picts. Cooperative followers of gain morale, independent followers of lost morale. This elicits another smile. Just fancy a chat, right? All friendly and such. What did you mean when you said more guests? We've had some bother with your kind recently. People dressed just like you, and armed just like you. Like to row their big ships up to small villages and churches, kill indiscriminately, and take what they want. I am on a diplomatic mission. I seek an alliance with the king. We wish to arrange trade between our people. Better stand aside before you get hurt, sister. We wish to arrange trade between our peoples. Well, seeing as how you people have been behaving around here, I doubt you'll have much luck, but we'll escort you to Perth if you want to go there. Seems like a win for us. We're going to Perth anyway, yes? Assuming this doesn't turn out to be a trap, which seems the most likely outcome from where I'm standing. You can leave us little choice. Lead the way. We'll be happy for the company. We don't need company. We'll make our way to Perth in our own time. I have a counter-offer. Attack! We'll be happy for the company. The warrior woman's face splits into a wide grin that adds symmetry to her crow tattoo. No fight today, lads. This turned out much better than I expected. Let's get these people to Perth. Alright, let's travel to Perth. The hall of the Pictish king is heavy with the smell of fried meats. The air inside is hot and still, but in a cozy way that avoids being stifling. The throne is Spartan and unassuming, no more than a sturdy chair draped with seal skins. Its occupant stands up to get a better look at you when you enter the room. What have you brought me now, Grain? Have you taken to drag defeated Vikings into my hall like a cat bringing me a dead mouse? Grain laughs a bubbly trill that doesn't seem to belong to a battle-hardened woman. I haven't fought this lot at all. In fact, they've been uncommonly friendly so far. The King of Pictland lets a faintly bemused gaze wander over you and your herd, stroking his long beard. So we have guests, then. Forgive my insolence, Vikings. I am Constantine Fergusa, King of Pictavia. I am Elmondretta, Alldaughter, Thane of Scairn. You're the first of your kind who's bothered to come here and introduce yourselves. Mostly you just... burn down villages and kill monks. Yes, so everyone is so very keen to tell us. Constantine bursts out laughing at Kettle's interruption. Very well, I will attempt not to judge you by the actions of your countrymen. Why have you come here, then, if not to burn and pillage? I hope to build an alliance between our peoples. I wish to establish trade routes between our lands. Constantine Fergusa sighs heavily and waves a dismissive hand before him. I mean you no offense, but I have no reason to trust you, and with Conall MacTaid snapping at my heels, I have enough on my hands right now as it is. You are welcome to stay in Perth for as long as you wish and trade with our merchants. Grain, my dear, will you please show our guests out? Alright, new goal. Find a way to gain Constantine's trust. Alright, all that's gonna be stealing, of course. Looks like we can't actually talk to anyone. Caitlin, Constantin, Genoveva, Cathal, Duncan, Maelmur. What does Ingen mean? Una, Domhnall, Briannon, Fergus, Donata, and Dunlith. Alright, well, I guess we're to head out. If I can find the door. Do I have to actually turn the screen, don't I? Yep. Alrighty, out we go. Eventually, game. Well, there you have it. Being as how the kingdom is under threat from raiders all along the coasts, and that shrivel-pricked Conall MacTague is biting at our heels. Constantin mentioned him. Who is he? She snorts derisively. Just one of the many blokes who wants to be king instead of the king. Only this one has an army somehow. Know what I think? I think those Northumbrians are funding it. Anyway, don't worry yourself about it. As soon as Conall finally gathers the courage to attack, I'll kill him myself. Tell me something. Why the crow tattoo? She gives you a coy smile. Well, a crew flew into my face once. This is the market left. Mm-hmm. Really? She pauses for a moment to enjoy the looks on some of your herdmen's faces. Then she giggles like a little girl. Nah, it's in honor of my goddess, the Morgna. You're not a Christian? Sure, I'm Christian. The Lord is my shepherd in times of peace, but in a fight, I need the Morgna beside me. Tell me about these goddesses of yours. Not exactly sure how to pronounce the DB. They're the Bod, Maka, and Anand. They fly as crows above the battlefield, foretelling of doom and death in battle. They're not what you'd call guardian angels, really. Mostly people fear them and abhor them. But I've always had this feeling deep down in my gut that they've chosen me. I call to them before every fight, and they've never let me down once. They never once let me down. Thank you for taking us here, at least. Bianak leave. With a spring in her step, the warrior woman sets off down the path towards the bottom of the hill, where her warriors are waiting for her. That went about as well as expected. Don't suppose we should wait for a spy to show up and invite us to talk to this Conall in a forest camp somewhere. The hair on the back of your neck stands up slightly. You look around, checking if anyone is watching you, but you see nothing. I have a good feeling about this Constantin, to be honest. He seems like he'd be a worthy ally, unlike Osred. We need to prove to him somehow that we're worthy of his trust. Well, that should be straightforward, right? We find this Conall person, capture him, and bring him back here. Naphy raises a single eyebrow. Or we could just kill him. But didn't Grain say that he had an army? Well, then we need to catch him on the move, by surprise. That might work, if we can find out where he is, and where he's going next. A young woman steps out behind a wide tree trunk. She's holding a spear in one hand and a hunting bow in the other. Of course. Silly spies.
I may be able to help with that.
There's a slight nervous tremble in her voice. I may be able to help with that. Where did you come from? And you are? She brushes a strand of fiery red hair away from her eyes, revealing ivory skin across delicate features. She can't be more than 18 winters old.
My name is Ify. I've been watching you ever since you arrived in Perth.
And who are you? She frowns, uncertain what you expect of her.
My father is Niall MacBrinain, King of Kate and descendant of Kate MacCruthne. I'm a huntress in service of Granny.
Kate is a kingdom. Where is it located?
It's a sub-kingdom of Pictavia, a large territory spanning the northernmost part of the isle. My father is loyal to Constantin.
You believe you have something to offer us?
Suddenly self-conscious, her voice drops to a mumble.
She draws circles in the sand with a dirty, sandaled foot while she talks.
You want to kill Conall MacTague?
I really don't like eavesdroppers. I like that. That's the plan.
I know a girl here who has relations with Conall's master of arms, Caltram. She'll know where Caltram is. If you find Caltram, you'll find Conall.
Will you take us to this girl?
Aye, but I want to come with you to fight Conall.
Why? She blushes ferociously.
I want to see you fight.
What do you care how we fight?
I've heard of your people, Vikings. They say a lot of things about you. I want to see for myself.
Fine with me. There is no hint of relief or happiness on her face. She's completely transfixed by her own feat.
All right, good. Follow me.
Alrighty. Bunch of new goals. And we got Perth Pier access as well. And we'll search the containers after we follow her. Wait. Oops. I mean, Loki would certainly approve, right? You could totally go a little bit faster. Alright, guess we're talking to her. Ivy is stood close to a small stall full of delicate pottery. She nods towards the girl at the stall.
That's her. Maybe don't tell her you plan to kill Conall. See if you can trick her into giving up Caltram's whereabouts.
The young potter smiles warmly when you walk up to her stall.
Hello, are you looking to buy some pots?
MacTague must die, updated. Are you Suthin? She hesitates.
I am she. Why do you ask?
Conall MacTague has sent me to find Caltram with an important message. The young woman now looks mightily confused.
Oh, but I thought Caltram was already with Conall.
Really? Wait, where did Caltram think he was meeting Conall?
I don't understand.
Caltram never showed up. Did he tell you where he was going?
I think so. He said Conall and the men would be camped at a farmstead on the eastern shore of Loch Lomond, the big lake west-southwest of here.
MacDumnell's farm revealed on the map.
They were going to head east out of the highlands to meet with some of those Norsemen.
Ooh. Hearing these words exit her own mouth, she suddenly stops to look at you.
Wait, are you the ones he was going to meet?
Actually, I've not been entirely honest with you. I'm planning to kill him. No. You've been a great help. We'll ride out at once. With any luck, we'll catch him before it's too late.
Do you think something bad happened to Caltram?
I fear the worst, or with any luck, it's just a simple misunderstanding.
If you find Conall and my Caltram in trouble, will you please help him? Will you please make sure he's safe?
I'll do my best. New goal. Optional. Spare Caltram Mirkoleg if you encounter him. Alright, well, let's go ahead and explore the town and yoink some stuff, like their vials. They're empties. They're barrels. Gain 1 tar. A ladder and rope. Cloth, string, and rope. Empty. Jostein Braggart. Aw, shit, look, they're Vikings! Hey, over here! 2 men stand tied up to wooden poles. They are emaciated and clad in rags, but their command of the Norse language marks them as Vikings. Who are you? The blond man speaks first. My friend is called Danner. My name is Jostein. The man's red-haired companion helpfully expands the introduction. Jostein the Braggart being how you're commonly addressed. Jostein snaps angrily. Yeah, thanks, Danner. Your contribution is appreciated. He turns back to you. Where are you from? You sound like a Jute. I'm Elmendretta. I hail from Skjern, on the west coast. Good ear, I'm from West Jutland. Great. My friend here is from Jutland too, down in the south, near the border to Saxony. Give her the rest of my life story while you're at it. Jostein shakes his head and chuckles. You're a dick. Where are you from, Jostein? I'm flattered that you care. Trade settlement on the east coast of Sealand. He's basically a Geat. And you're basically a Saxon. Danner shrugs with a smirk. How did you get into this predicament? We joined the crew of the Visunder. Jostein is a skald. Oh, this is Danner. We joined the crew of the Visunder. Jostein is a skald. Although, to be honest, I mostly work as a rune cutter. Being a skald is a hard living. I would think being a rune cutter might be a little bit harder. Well, no, I mean, it could be pretty hard to memorize everything. Danner continues unbothered, as though there were no interruption. And I'm a carpenter. I'm responsible for some of the most robust fortifications in Jutland. Ever been to Yelling? Not yet. A hint of pride seeps into Danner's voice. I oversaw the construction of Yelling's fortifications. Their thane, Skullcleaver, hired me specifically for the job. They're fine fortifications, finest in all Jutland. The thane of the Visunder had all these plans. He wanted to build a settlement on the coast of Pictavia and bring his entire clan over. I came along to immortalize his efforts at Danner to fortify this. I came here along to immortalize his efforts at Danner to fortify the settlement. To make a long story short, the Thane's ambitions outgrew his crew's capabilities. The Picts attacked and we got dragged off to Perth. The Sunder took off without us. Why are you called Braggart? Danner's deadpan is impeccable. On account that he's full of himself. Jostein laughs, which turns into a cough. I like to say that I'm driven by crippling feelings of inferiority tempered by overpowering megalomania. Seems legit. But of course, people only see the megalomania. What do you expect me to do for you? He casts a sideways glance at the guard, who's watching things unfold with brows furrowed in intense suspicion. Well, maybe you could put in a good word for us with the locals. Jostein lowers his voice to a whisper. It's just one guard. Subdue him and cut our bonds. We'll make our own way from there. Where will you go? Out of this fucking country for good. You should join me in Skjern. We have need of a skilled rune cutter, and Torfinn can always use help with the carpentry. Jostein and Danner look at each other and execute a perfectly synchronized shrug. Yeah, alright. I can't risk angering the Picts, or I'll get you out of here. Well, maybe I could talk to someone about getting them out. I'll get you out of here. They look at each other for confirmation and nod. Fantastic, we'll be ready. New goal, take care of the Pictish warrior guarding the 2 Vikings. Ah, dang it, I don't want to do that. Maybe I can talk you into letting him go. A burly warrior leans on a spear, chewing on a straw. He regards you through narrowed eyes, but says nothing when you approach him. Hey there, friend. You're in charge of these two? His eyes narrow even further still. Aye. They don't look that important to me. Is it absolutely vital that they remain in captivity? He shrugs. Who am I to say? Ooh, diplomacy options! Yes! My name is Elmandretta. I'm an important ally of Constantin. I need you to let these people go. They're of vital strategic importance. Diplomacy and, a bribe. You must have been standing here for quite some time. If I were to hand you 4 pence for an ale, well, I could make the sorry sod somebody else's problem. Would 10 pence convince you to leave the post for a few minutes? Yeah, let's go for the diplomacy option. The guard cocks his head to the side, and the corners of his lips turn downwards in appreciation. I have heard of you. Mostly good things. Wow, really? I've, been here 10 minutes. Alright, if you say these people should go free, I'll release them into your custody. Wouldn't mind sitting down for a bit anyways. The guard sidles up to the captives and cuts their bonds unceremoniously. Go on then, piss off! Yostein holds up his hand in salute and runs past you. Much obliged, thegn Elmandretta. Danner shouts over his shoulders. Yeah, thanks. We'll be seeing you back in Scairn. Clan prosperity increased. Awesome! I am pretty pleased with how that went. And I didn't even have to knock someone out. I like you, Birok. I'm gonna take your rations, though. My rations now. Oh. Neat. They have a different, different symbol there. I like that. Alright, well, let's see. What else can we do? Let's search that. It's empty. A vial and some cloth. Vial and rations. Hello, who are you? A short, stout man is tanning hides near the river. He waves you over when he sees you eyeing his work. Hello there, travelers. You look like a dangerous bunch. Might I tempt you with some fine hides from the lowlands, or perhaps meat fit for a king's dinner table? I take it you're a hunter? That I am. I live and hunt in the lowlands to the south. Everything you see here is a product of my own work. This isn't much of a marketplace. He chuckles. You should be able to find everything you need if you take a look around. What are you after? Who sells herbs and medicines around here? He nods towards a tent a few fathoms behind where a young woman unadorned by tattoos is haggling with a customer. The Gaelic girl over there is well stocked for that sort of thing. Otherwise, if you can stomach it, the local wives get their advice and their remedies from the witch on the river. Do you sell preserved meats? I could tell you what I have, but it's not much. The farm woman down the road, Una, has better stocks. Where can I buy salvage? Hunter scratches his bushy beard thoughtfully. Only place I know for that is from the blacksmith himself. The smithy's on the farm across the river. Yeah, let me see what you got. Sure thing. Just so we're clear, though, don't expect any discounts unless your reputation improves. Alright, this vendor has disagreeable prices. He has wood, though, so that's always good. He has a crap ton of meat. Alright, I'm not really... There's a little bit of hides, too. I'm not going to do anything. Alright, some other time? Yeah, some other time. Probably... Oh, no, wow. They're not. They're empty. Alright, well... It is about time to end the episode anyway. I'll take this honey and this bladder. Let's just go grab these items. Extract some cloth. armor oil. A grease pot. Ah, this is the docks. Alright, well, in the next episode, we will continue to explore Perth and talk to people who are selling things. See if maybe there's anything interesting that we can pick up. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.